Alrighty. Okay, I'm live here on YouTube, live here on Instagram. Awesome. Welcome, 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 everyone. Danielle K. Howell here, your online success coach from your onlinesuccesscoach.com. Let me just make sure that I'm live here on YouTube. Beautiful. I'm so glad to be here today. I haven't been live here on Instagram for a while. I know some of my followers were like, I haven't seen you live in a while. So I'm like, let me go live for you guys. I got to start coming on Instagram a little bit more. So what I'm going to talk about today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Danielle K. Howell. If you follow me on YouTube, please follow me on YouTube at DK Healthy. I think that's my name, DK Healthy, youtube.com/users/DK Healthy. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram and your online success coach. All right. You can also follow me on Facebook at Facebook, Danielle K. Howell 1. Hello, everybody. Hello, Raisa. Hello, hello, hello. All right, before we get started, if you're on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, okay? So press the subscribe button, press the little bell. People are telling me that they're not getting my notifications when I upload a video. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me and see me. Press the little bell. Getting my notifications. Okay, yeah. All right, beautiful. There's a bit of a delay, but all good. All righty, so let's talk about motivation, shall we? So you can get ish done, right? The whole name of the game when you are in business is you got to stay motivated. I keep a bottle of water here by my desk here, and this is one of the things that I have to stay hydrated. So I'm going to be speaking to you guys from experience. Okay, none of this stuff is just theory. It's experience, and it's by following the principles of other successful people. Right? That's why I read lots of books. I follow my mentors. I follow my coaches, and I do what they do. Why? Because I want the results that they receive. I want to be abundant. I want to always be abundant and prosperous. Never have to look back at my past life ever again. In my past life, which was not too far away, just in 2014, I was broke, I was in debt, and I was just not happy. I was depressed. I just was not living my best life. I was not living abundantly. I was not living according to life's principles. I was not fulfilled. And so when I found this business, and I'm not talking about business today, to be honest, I'm talking about how you can stay motivated. Period, point blank, when whatever you're doing. But of course, I'm a businesswoman, so I'm going to bring up business, but that's not what it's all about. It's about getting things done, because in your daily life, you have to show up for yourself. When I woke up this morning, I was like, wow, every morning I have an epiphany, to be honest, every single morning. And, this morning I was like, wow, when we wake up in the morning, we're doing it, not for anybody else. We're doing it for ourselves. Right? You wake up for yourself. You can choose to stay in the bed and worry about your problems and fear the day, or you can get up with gusto. You can get up and say, today is my day. Today is my day, right? And you're going to make things happen. So these are the principles. I'm going to give you guys 10 principles that are here that I'm going to recite to you guys that's going to help you stay motivated, okay? And it's probably not anything that you think it is. It's probably not, saying some certain chants or, I don't know what you may think it is, but hey, Camellia, but these are life's principles. These are universal laws, okay? These are things that every successful person knows about, because I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of times when we're in business, right? And like I said, I'm going to talk about business because I'm a businesswoman. But first, before I'm a businesswoman, I'm a spiritual person. And we all are spiritual people, right? You got to look at yourself like that. So even your business, like I look at my business from a spiritual perspective. Every time. That's how I look at my business. So when I'm doing my business, before I touch anything, before I touch my computer, before I touch my phone, before I check Facebook, before I check emails, I'm tapping in to my spiritual side, because I know that you have to put that first so everything else can fall into place. And that's why my life, in my previous life, was horrible, because that's not what I was doing every day. I might have did it sometimes. So some days I had good days and other days I didn't. But when you choose to put your spirituality first, and it doesn't matter if you're religious, it doesn't matter if you're just spiritual, it doesn't matter, right? This is not about religion. It's about tapping in to your highest self, right? To your highest self, that God essence within, so that you can create something without, right? So within is without, so above, so below, right? If you guys know about that. And so this is where this is what changed everything for me. I'm going to be totally honest, because I know that everything that I do, every creative project that I tap into, every time I get a new creative idea, every time I think of something new, every time I set out to do something new and take the action, it's not coming from a place of materialism. It's not coming from that. It's not coming from a place of wanting money or anything like that. Yes, you want the money, but it comes from something deeper. And even money is not a motivator. Money won't motivate you to do anything. Trust me, I'm not money motivated. I'm not. Like, I remember when I first started my business, I thought I was. I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to make $10,000 a month. And then when I made $10,000, it still, to me, it still didn't seem like it was, enough. Like, you're never going to feel like you have enough money if you don't feel fulfilled on the inside. Does that make sense? So you got to get in the inside first. You got to get all of this stuff right first. This stuff, your heart, coming from a place of love. So today I'm going to talk about the 10 things that you need to do that's really coming from within, so that you can stay motivated, because it's not going to be money, right? It's not going to be money. So if you say, yeah, I just need this money, we all need money, right? We all need money to survive. We all need money to live. That's not a motivator, because as soon as you get the money that you want, now your motivation goes down. It's not about that. It's about something deeper. So number one, this is the first thing. So hopefully you guys have a pen and paper, because, I think that these principles can really change your life. It's changed my life. It's changed every aspect of my life. I kid you not. I mean, you guys don't even have time to really, I don't have time right here to sit down here and tell you everything that has happened in my life. Some miracles. When I say miracles, it may seem like miracles, but it was something that I was tapped into, and I just took the action to make it happen. And when you take action from a place of abundance, it's not going to seem hard. Like, a lot of people can't even make money online because it seems so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here and I'm thankful. I'm thankful and grateful every single day. I make up between $100 and $900 every single day in my business, every single day. Maybe I may skip a day or two, but just about every single day, I'm making at least $100 in my business a day. And this is what I want to, and it's because that I'm tapped into my spiritual side. And to be honest, I'm going to start, and I've done this before, but I'm going to start incorporating some more spiritual practices into my lessons, into my trainings. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of putting something like this together for people that need some more mindset training, more spiritual, more spiritual awareness. Because when you become aware of who you are and how powerful your mind is, you can achieve anything, and it'll come easily. You'll be able to manifest money, manifest your best life without it being so hard. Trust me. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Not on this video, but, upcoming when I create my thing. So first thing, you got to develop the right mental attitude. So what's the right mental attitude? You have to stay positive. A lot of times we focus on the wrong stuff. How many of you guys focus on the wrong stuff? Hey, DJ Swab. How many of you focus on the wrong stuff? What will go wrong, right? I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty. Even when things were going right, guess what? Guess what our mental attitude will do? Because we're so used to listening to that way. Our minds will say, yeah, this is right, but what if this happens, right? This is how I used to be. I used to be afraid to make money. I'm going to be totally honest. As much money as I had, and I tell the story all the time, I would spend it out. I would spend it. If money came I would spend it. Because it was like, I've had such a poverty consciousness in my life from growing up in poverty that I never had money growing up. So every time I got money, I would spend it out. So DJ says, I'm guilty. Me too. You're guilty of you're guilty of like not enjoying the abundance, right? Not enjoying it because you think something bad is going to happen. So like I always tell my children, right, when they say, oh, I'm broke, I don't have any money. No, you're not broke. DJ Suave knows this. Your abundance is coming, right? It's all about how you think. And sometimes I still slip into, those limiting beliefs because it's not easy to keep your mind positive all the time. It's not easy, especially when you're going through things and you feel like, oh my gosh, can I? But the question is not, can I? The question is, how can I, right? Sometimes you feel like life is bigger than you. Right? But you have to understand that you're bigger than life. You are creating your life. You're creating it. Miracles, you're creating miracles all the time. You're either creating good stuff happening to you or not so good stuff. So in order to stay motivated, you got to have the right mental attitude. Like I said, when you wake up in the morning, you got to wake up in the morning and say, this is my day. That's the right then and there. That's a positive mindset. Today is my day. Today, I'm going to create something great, right? So right there, instead of saying, oh, I got to go to work, or, oh man, I got to take care of my mother, or, oh man, I got to do a double shift today. I got to work, my second job. I'm tired. Oh man, I don't feel good. Instead of saying that, say, today is my day. Today is my day. That will help you to get on that right mental attitude right then and there, as soon as you wake up in the morning. And anything that comes after that, you can keep in your mind. Today is my day. I don't care what comes at me. Today is my day, and it's going to be a great day. So number one is to develop that right mental attitude from the get-go. From the get-go, from the time your eyes open up, from the time that you realize, okay, I'm awake, I'm out of my dream state, I'm now back into reality, right? Because we slip into a dream state when we're sleeping, right? We slip into the fifth dimension. I'm not gonna go into all that, but when you come back to the third dimension, now reality hits you like, oh man, I'm back here again, right? I was having a good old time in my dreams. Now I'm back here. I have to live this life again, right? So say today is my day, and I'm gonna make it great. Beautiful, beautiful. Listening from upstairs. Awesome, awesome. So the second thing that you want to do is you want to aspire to something greater than yourself and develop a magnificent obsession with it. Now, what does that mean, right? You got to think of, remember I told you, when we awaken, when we are doing this thing called life, when we are running this thing called a business, whatever it is, we have to know that it's not about money, right? It's about something bigger. It's about something bigger. So in order to stay motivated, you got to think about what is it that you are obsessed with. Me, I'm obsessed with helping people. Like that's just my obsession. And like, if I'm not helping somebody, I don't feel good. I literally don't feel good. I've been helping people all my life. Like when I think about it, all my life. And you probably have been helping people all your life too, but maybe that's not your thing, right? Maybe that's not your thing. Your thing is not obsession with helping people, right? I like to help people. I'm a helper by nature. I'm a nurturer, and that's what I like to do. And I like when people give me positive feedback of the things that I've helped them with. I love that. So I've developed an obsession with that. And it's a healthy, magnificent obsession where I know every day that I'm helping somebody, because I know that this thing, my life, is not about me. It's not about me. It's about me sharing my energy with other people, because everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. So when I know that I'm helping somebody, and I know that I'm just not being selfish here on this planet, just doing stuff for myself, when I wake up and say, yes, today is my day, I'm going to make it a great day. But that means today is my day. I'm going to make it a great day. And I'm going to make it such a great day that I'm going to touch a lot of people. That's how I feel. That's why I do things like this, lives and, all these things that I don't need to be doing. I could have stayed at my job, right? I could have stayed at my job, or I could just get a job and just, do that. No, I like the fact that we are connected here through the internet and that I can help somebody. So Jaylene says self-image ties into this, how we feel about us, right? It all goes back to how you feel about yourself, right? Everything goes back to how you feel about yourself. Because if you don't have self-love, if you don't love yourself, if you don't care about yourself, if you don't, you put yourself last, which I know I've been on both spectrum. I've been on both ends, guys, both ends. I used to put myself last, put other people first, and not really taking care of myself. And that put me in a lot of difficult situations that I didn't want to be in, because when you do that, then you're wrapped up in somebody else's emotion, somebody else's energy. And now you are, now you wrapped up, and that makes you feel even worse. That makes you feel even worse. So you got to get up and know that it's your day. If you want to go exercise, if you want to, dress up, like today, my daughter's like, where are you going? I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere. She called me from New York. It's like, Mom, where you going? I'm like, nowhere. She's like, that's your everyday look. Like, yeah, I like to get up and look my best so I can feel my best, right? And I do my exercise, I drink my water so I can be the best version of myself. So I can go out there and do what I'm obsessed with, which is helping people, right? And it all goes together to me. So so that's what you have to do. You have to aspire to something greater than yourself. So I want you to think about that. Why am I here? That all goes back to, your reason for being here. We all have a purpose. We just have to tap into what our purpose is. So when you tap into that purpose, and I know this because I remember when I didn't have a purpose, when I was still at my job and I didn't feel like, I didn't feel like I was making a difference. I really didn't. I used to come home and say, a monkey could do my job. I remember when I used to work at the post office, putting mail on a conveyor belt. I was like, a monkey literally could do my job. And I didn't feel like I was making a difference. Whether if I'm there, who cares? If I'm not, who cares? Like, is the machine going to stop running because I'm not there? No. So when I felt like I didn't have a purpose or a meaning in life, it made me depressed. It made me feel like I wasn't contributing to this planet, which we all are here to contribute in some way. We all have gifts. We all have talents. We all have those things. So, and it's up to us to develop them and find out what they are so that we can do the work that we truly, what our soul and our heart really, truly desires. Even if you don't know what it is yet, when you find it, you'll know. You'll know, and it'll feel good, and you'll want to get up and do it. If you're not waking up every day feeling like, yes, let me go do what I need to do, let me go do it. If you're not feeling like, oh man, I can't wait to go do this today, then you haven't found your purpose. You haven't found it. So, I would encourage you to go back and soul search and see if what you're doing every day, if it's fulfilling you, if it's fulfilling you emotionally, spiritually, financially, because all of those things should create abundance for you. Because when you do what you love, your soul and your spirit is going to be happy. You're going to be happy. You're going to inspire and help other people in some form of fashion, whether it's selling a product or, coaching, whatever it is that you're doing. It should touch somebody else, and it should touch you, and you should feel happy about it. And you should be making money from it because you are here to live in abundance. That's no question, no doubt. You are here to live in abundance, and your gifts and your talents will always help you to make money. And if you're not tapped into that yet, I encourage you to tap into that, because you should be making money from your gifts and your talents, and you should be feeling very, very fulfilled from it. Okay. And when you do that, you're going to be obsessed with it. It's going to be a healthy, magnificent obsession. And number two, you're going to be motivated. You're going to be motivated to do that work. Number 3, you want to possess a futuristic outlook. Take the long range view and release the past. Okay. I know a lot of times, we failed in the past. Believe me, I failed more times than not. And you want to look at that and be like, oh, I can't do this because I might fail. Never base your past experiences, especially if they're not good past experiences, on your future success. Always look for long-term. Like I did a video entitled, "Are you just making money online, or are you building an online business?" And the difference between the two. Because, some people just chase money, and that's not going to help you. That's not the long-term game. You want to be, whatever you're doing, you want to develop, and it may take years for you to fully, truly develop into the person that you want to become, or to develop the business that you're running, or whatever. But you want to always lay some, foundation, some building blocks for the long term. For the long term. When I first started this business, all I wanted to do was make money. And I didn't understand what it took to really start a business, to run a business. I didn't understand. I didn't know what it took. I didn't know that all the elements, all the moving parts of a business. So always think long term, because this will set you up for the future. Of course, stay in the present, stay in the now, but always plan for your future success. Always plan. So if you have a business, plan 30 days out, 60 days out, 90 days out, so that you can know what to do every day. Because if you don't, again, you're gonna lose motivation. If you don't know what to do, you don't know where you're going, you don't have any projections of your sales, you don't have any projections of, your daily modes of operation every day, then you're not going to be motivated, because you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what to do. And it's going to feel frustrating, because you're just going to be spinning your wheels and wasting time. And the thing is, especially when you work from home, you can literally spend a lot of time doing nothing, a lot. And if you're not making money every day, if you're not, talking to people every day, if you're not doing these things, you are wasting time, and you're not really running a business. Right. So you always want to have a futuristic outlook, even if it's not a business, even if it's school, training, whatever, you do something so that you can have an end result. Keep the end in mind, and don't worry about the past, because the past is the past. Right. It doesn't mean that just because you failed in the past, you're going to fail again. you can try something again, and this time you succeed, because that's how life is, right? You gain more knowledge, you gain more skills, you're wiser this time, right? So you're going to do things a little bit differently. So always have a futuristic outlook, and release the past and look at things long term. So number 4 is develop a deep personal integrity. This is big. Be the person who you admire. This is something that I work on daily in my life, because I don't ever want to be a hypocrite. Like, that's the biggest thing that, like, it makes me shiver, thinking that I'm a hypocrite. Like, if I don't, I like to do what I teach. I like to be the person that I say other people, not to say that you should be, well, I just like to share my stories and to share, the things that I feel is in integrity with myself, so I could never sit here and say, oh yeah, to feel hydrated, you should drink a lot of water, drink a lot of water. Meanwhile, I'm over here, not to say that I don't drink tea sometimes. I may have a cup of coffee. Shoot, sometimes if I go out, I may have a soda or two. But for the most part, I drink water all day, every day, all day, every day. And so to live in integrity, when you are running your life, I look at my life just like I look at my business. I want to live in integrity. I want to be the person that I admire. I want to be the person, hey, Patricia, I want to be the person when I sit down and look at myself in the mirror, I can say, job well done. Job well done. You are doing a great job. You are a wonderful person. I may not be perfect now. I'm not perfect, but I am the person that I admire myself. I admire the things that I do. I admire my integrity. It's what you do when nobody's looking that matters. What you do when nobody's looking that matters. That literally defines your personal integrity. Because we can put on shows, we can put on airs in front of the camera on YouTube and Facebook, but deep down inside, your spirit knows when you're not doing the right thing, when you are being hypocritical. And that's one of the things that I will never, ever be. I would rather step down and shut off all of my social media before I become a hypocrite. So personal integrity is really, really big. So always think about what do you do when nobody's looking? That right there defines your personal integrity. And so this is something that will keep you motivated too. If you know that you're not doing what you feel that you should be doing, you're not going to be motivated. Why? Because you're going to feel guilty. We have these senses inside of us. We have these things, these feelings, these gut feelings, our body gives us signals all the time. And when we are out of alignment with what we say and what we do, your body knows. So you're not going to want to go. You're not going to want to do. You're not going to want to show up. You're not going to want to speak anything because you're not speaking your truth. So this is really, really important. And this is something that I pride myself on. Like, I've always, that was one of the things I've always wanted to do, is live in integrity. And there were times when I didn't. There were times when I didn't. And I definitely know the feeling of not living in integrity. You can literally fall into a dark hole when you're trying to get somewhere, do something, become a better version of yourself, but yet your shadow side is holding you back. Because we all have a shadow side. We all do. And it's up to us to overcome that shadow side. And it's not easy, especially if you're being around the same people that you were around when you were full in swing with your shadow side, if you understand what I'm saying. That's why when you start to, evolve as a person, do your inner work, your circle will change. The people around you will change. Those people won't want to be with you anymore, or you won't want to be with those people, those same people who were around you when you were operating in your shadow side. We have two sides of ourselves, and you can debate that if you want, but we all have a dark side. All of us, no matter how great we may seem, we all have that dark side. But at the same time, it's up to us to determine, do we want to live in our shadow, or do we want to live in our light? That's the bottom line. And we have that choice. We have free will to choose. And it's not easy, because you have to change some habits. You have to change some behaviors. But if you want to truly make a difference in your life and in the lives of others, or whatever you want to do, you're going to have to embrace that shadow side, know that it exists, call it out for who it is and choose otherwise. And that's it. And that's it. You got to live in personal integrity if you want to stay motivated, because otherwise you're not. So if you're out there preaching one thing but doing another, it's not going to work. You're going to be like Jalen said, it's conflicting energies. Conflicting energies will never move you forward, because it's like this. It's like one part of you is moving forward, the other part is pulling you back. So guess what? You're going to stay stagnant. You're going to stay stagnant. You're not going to move forward. You're just not. And trust me, I've been there. So that's why I can speak on it. I only speak on things that I know of, that I've experienced myself. All right. And the number 5th thing is accept total personal responsibility. This is big too. Remain in complete control at all times. Do not be manipulated by people or events, and operate on a personal timeline. This is big, because a lot of times we like to blame other people for our downfalls. We like to blame this. We like to blame the devil. We like to blame we blame everything and everybody but ourselves. And that's one of our biggest mistakes. We have to learn to take personal responsibility for the things that happen, the things that don't happen, and even the things that are out of our control. And that's hard to do, because nobody wants to take responsibility. But it wasn't me. I didn't think this up. Well, you might have. By me studying a lot of mind science stuff, I realized that we literally think up our experiences. So you may say, no, I didn't think up the fact that I got fired from my job. Maybe you did. Maybe you every morning you woke up, you said how much you hated that job and you wished that the boss would kill himself or whatever. You know what I mean? And you probably just thought up all kinds of negative thoughts. Hey, Cheryl. And guess what? You were cursing that job. You were cursing the boss. You were cursing your coworkers. And then one day, it may not have been the same day that you was cursing them, but you might be cursing them for months, weeks, years, who knows? Then one day it's like, bye-bye, you're fired, or we have to lay you off. And then, you're cursing them even more. I hate these people. I knew I should have never, you know what I mean? So guess what? You are thinking up your experiences every single minute. That's why that goes back to number 1, develop a right mental attitude. Don't blame other people for your circumstances. Now you don't have a job, and now you blaming your boss. No. If I guarantee you, if you showed up at that job with a lovely, lighthearted demeanor, and even if you got fired, guess what? Something better would come. But you wouldn't be fired the last week of your unemployment, and now you're wondering like what to do now. You wouldn't be in that situation. Trust me, because when you operate from a higher level of consciousness and you take full responsibility for everything that you do, things will automatically work out for you. Even the things that seem not so good right now, something better comes along. And this is proven. This is proven. You can ask anybody who's ever achieved anything. I've seen it in my own life, and I've heard it from so many different people. So these are things you developing that right mental attitude and accepting total responsibility. Don't be manipulated by people or events. That goes back to if you're stuck in traffic and, then you got to get all mad. I'm telling you, watch your energy. Watch your energy. This stuff, these little things you may think is nothing, but it's big. It's big, because if you are upset for a few minutes, that's going to mess up your whole day. Now you're not motivated to do any what I like to call light work. You just now in the dark, and you just want to dwell on the negative instead of staying, all right, I did cut that guy off. It was my fault. He flipped me the finger. Okay, you got it, sir. And just keep it moving. But no, if you want to stay, no, why did he do that? Now you go zoom in front of him. I've been in cars with people like that. Oh, man. Now they go zooming in front of the person that gave them the bird, and they cutting them off. I'm like, oh, you guys know I'm from New York. So listen, it may happen in other states, but New York, people they are high strung, and they are upset, and they're upset with themselves. They're upset with the world, and nothing can please them. And I'm not saying all of New York, but where I lived in the city, it was just crazy. It was mayhem and madness. So you are to take total responsibility for everything that happens in your world, because ultimately this is your world. That's right, Jacqueline. Yep. It's like opening up the portal of misfortune. This is your world. This is your world. You are creating it. You are the creator. So everything that you're seeing is happening because of you. I forgot who said this, but I forgot who said this, but it was said we don't meet people by accident. Everybody we meet is just a reflection of yourself. So if you hate a person, then it's something in you that you hate. Why do you hate that person? If you love a person, then that means you have, or if you love other people, means you have love for yourself. So we don't meet no one but ourselves. That was the quote. We meet no one but ourselves. That's deep. So take responsibility. That's right, Jacqueline. I'm you and you are me. So that's who we meet. We meet ourselves in every form, different forms. So yes, Ione, absolutely. Every day is the day the Lord has made. Absolutely. Rejoice. Be glad in it. Accept things for what they are. Accept people for who they are. Okay. Now, next, sixth thing. I don't want to keep you here all day. Edify and affirm others, right? Remember, nothing is greater than love. I didn't even know that's the next one. But I mean, I knew it, but I wasn't paying attention. Everything is love. And that's so crazy because now, I woke up this morning and, of course, I did my meditation, my prayer, all that stuff that I do in the morning. I do a lot of stuff in the morning. And then I finally got on Facebook. And I don't know, I was just inspired to tell my Facebook family that I love them because I love each and all the people that I connect with on Facebook. It's just like, all right, Keith. Yes. It's just, magnificent. The people that I've met, the people that I continue to meet. And I understand that love is all. Everything is love. Everything. We are so caught up in all the chaos and all the drama of this world. We are so caught up, and we just have to look past all that distractions. That's just nothing but distractions. Kanye visiting Trump. I mean, who cares really? Does it really affect our lives? And I put that on my Facebook just to see what people were going to say. But I even said, it's just a distraction from what really matters. What really matters? What matters is love. That we love each other, that we accept each other for who we are and keep it moving. Because anything other than that is going to keep us divided. That's it. And people will fight about this and that. People choose to fight about everything. What's the use of fighting? Martin Luther King, he didn't go out there. He made one of the biggest impacts in the world. He didn't go out there fighting. He went out there with love. Love is the catalyst of everything. So, edify and affirm others. You see something great. Like I saw this man outside yesterday. And I was walking my dog and we just said hello. And I said, I love your sneakers. I don't know. His sneakers were just so nice and bright and red. I was like, wow, those are nice. He was like, oh, thank you. And I'm sure that made his day. When you can compliment somebody, and like Jacqueline just said, she loved my necklace. Thank you. Yes. This is what we want to. This is what we want to do, guys. This is what we want to do. And this will motivate you. I'm telling you, when you come from a place of your inner being, from love, light, charity, you function differently. Instead of focusing on your aches and your pains, and we all have that. Do some stretching. I have to stretch. I have stretch every day. I try to minimize anything that's going to affect my day or affect my mood. I try to minimize it. It's money month, abundance, love, and prosperity. All right. Awesome. So that's what you want to do. Edify and affirm others. Remember, nothing is greater than love. Number 7, be grateful, not critical. Develop a gratitude attitude. Another big one, right? You got to be grateful. You got to be grateful that you woke up this morning. You got to be grateful that you have a roof over your head. You got to be grateful. And you probably be like, well, Daniel, what about the people that don't have a roof over their heads? Well, I don't know. Like I said, there's two sides to everything, right? The yin and the yang. Without riches, there would be no poverty. Without poverty, there would be no riches. Without, abundance, there would be no, I don't know the opposite of abundance, but there'll be lack, right? Yeah, lack is the opposite of abundance. Without light, there would be no dark. So we can't, if you can do something about the people that don't have a roof over their head, then go ahead and do it, right? That's what we want to do. If you can do something about it. If you can't do anything about it, then just send some positive energy to those people, right? Send some positive vibes out to those who don't have, right? For those who don't have the consciousness right now at this moment to even ask for something more. So these are the things that we are here to do, to raise the vibration of the planet so that we can make a difference. If we all just, ran our lives with love and compassion for other people, whether at a distance or right, right there. Like I see a homeless people. I don't see as many here in Florida as I did in New York. I mean, they were on every corner in New York. Here in Florida, I think I've seen one since I've been here. And I've been here for over a year. I think I've seen one homeless person. And, I gave him $1. I mean, I do what I can. I could have probably gave him more, but I'm just like, I gave him $1. I gave him something because I don't know what his situation is. Oh, and I know I saw another guy too, who was a veteran. He told me he was a veteran. I was taking my daughter to get her hair done, and he literally stopped me in a parking lot. And because I don't know, I believe in angels. I don't know, so I don't know who I may be meeting on the street. So my thing is to treat everyone with love and kindness. And if I have it, I'll give it to you. If I don't have it, thank God, I always have something to give, even if it's a quarter. I always try to give something because you never know what that may do for somebody. You never know. Unless they're drunk. I've had drunk people in New York. I've had this drunk guy specifically, and he's like, can I get some money or whatever? I'm like, what you gonna do with the money? And he's like, I want to get something to drink. This is exactly what he told me. I was in New York. And I said, okay, come on, because there was a store right next to us. And I said, come on, I'll take you to go get something to drink. He was like, no. He was like, you don't want to buy what I want to drink. I said, well, then I'm not giving you any money to buy that. I said, I'm not giving you any money to buy any alcohol. I said, no. If you wanted something regular to drink, he was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like he kind of like shooting me off. Now that I wasn't subscribing to, but and we were literally right in front of the store. If he would have went in there, I would have bought him something to drink, probably gave him something to eat. But no, he wanted to get drunk. And I said, no, sir, I'm not subscribing to that. So, but this is what we want to do. We want to, develop a attitude of gratitude, and understand that we have abundance within us. Everything around us is abundant, even though we may not see it right in front of us. We want to know that everything that we want is coming to us. Everything, as long as you believe and have faith. And it's great. So that's why you should always have gratitude. This 8th thing is here. Select your friends with care. Remember I said your friends will disappear. Once you start to get away from your shadow side, your dark side, your friends will start to disappear. My friend circle got really, really small. Like, I used to have not really a lot of friends, but because I used to go out partying and hanging out and drinking and all, I used to do all that stuff. I did all of that stuff. And now that I don't do all that stuff, I was like, where's the friends? Where's the friends? But no, you know what? Those were not my friends. Those were my friends for that moment, right? For that moment. But now I don't engage in those things. So now I have different types of friends. I have different types of friends. Friends like you guys that understand, even though I may not see you all the time, I may not even met you in person, but you are my friends because you are here and we are all operating on the same level of frequency. You own, like I said, you only meet who you are. So when you're operating on the same frequency level, you're going to meet people who are like you, right? I couldn't even imagine being with those people again. I wouldn't even have anything to say to them. Like we are totally on different planes, right? So you have to, positive friends are key. Yeah. I appreciate you guys too. But yeah, so that's the thing. So you got to choose your friends with care, because when you are on a path, right? And this is all about motivation. Remember, we talk about motivation, how to be motivated. When you're on a certain path, you cannot afford to have friends to tell you you can't do this, you shouldn't be doing that. Who are you to think you're doing this? All this stuff. Like, I mean, you can't afford that, because we give ourselves a hard time enough, right? Telling us, oh man, I hope I could do this, especially for those days when you feel a little less than your 100% self. And you're like, okay, I know I could do this, but can I do this? This is a task that's bigger than me. And then you don't want to ever have to go to a friend and say, I was thinking about doing this. What do you think? They're like, no, you can't do that. You can't do it. You know how many people have told me, what is wrong with you? Why don't you go get your job? Why'd you quit your job? You gave up your pension. All you do is talk nonsense all day. I mean, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Believe me, from people that I thought were my friends and even relatives. And it was bad. And I had to literally, and this is when I was, surrounded by these people. I was in the family with these people. And it was like, oh my God, I got to get away from these people. I'm so thankful that I was able to move to Florida, because don't listen to them. At least try. Yeah, you gotta try. First of all, it's all about believing in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, you believe in God, because God is going to always make things happen for you that you believe in. So that's why you got to be careful what you believe in. You got to be careful who you share your dreams and aspirations with. Now I don't tell really anybody anything. I talk to my sister. Thank God for my sister and my children. I only talk to a very small select few of people that I tell them what I'm doing with myself because they've seen what I've been able to do and they believe that, and I've helped them do things that they couldn't see themselves doing. I've helped them see themselves as better, as different, as they want to see themselves, as God sees them. Because ultimately, we have to learn how to see ourselves like God sees us. That's what it's all about. We are perfect. We are whole beings. We have no flaws. We are perfect in every way because God made us perfect. So when you start doubting yourself and when you start doubting your abilities, we have special abilities, most of us that we haven't even tapped into yet. We have gifts and talents, like I said, that we probably haven't even really even tapped into yet. Because if we did tap into them, you'd be out there doing some really, really magnificent work. Or if you've tapped into them, but you are suppressing it, you need to stop that. If you have a gift and a talent that you know you have, but you're suppressing it, you need to stop that and go out there, go forward and do what you're supposed to do. Do what you were meant to do here. And I'm telling you, that's going to give you fulfillment. That's going to give you ultimate fulfillment. And that's why I do this. I like, teaching people how to make money online and how to do Facebook ads and all that. I like doing that stuff. But you know what? What really fulfills me is teaching people this stuff. This I like to say is my calling. Like this is what I love to do. I love to incorporate mind stuff, spirituality, all that stuff in and show you how this affects your business. This is what I love to do. And this is what feels like right. This is what I go to bed doing this stuff. I wake up doing this stuff all throughout the day. This is what I do. And I love it. I love it. So select your friends with care. And the next thing, number 9, is do it now. Decide what habits or changes, we talked about this, you wish to alter in your life. Make those changes and never let an exception occur. So make those changes. We all need to make changes. And since we have, since we are humans and, we've developed these habits, we've developed these stubborn things, we've developed all these things that we know we need to get rid of. We've developed things that we know we need to get rid of. That's not serving us. Not serving us. So think about those things in your life. I've given up a lot of stuff in my life. And it wasn't because I had to. It was because as I started moving forward, it didn't serve me. And it just didn't fit into my life anymore. And I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I got to give this up. I'm giving this up. I'm giving this up. Like, I don't need it. It got to go. It got to go because it's holding me back. It's holding me back from who I truly am supposed to become. Because when you start to get on a path of true self-improvement, self-enlightenment, when you start to tap into your higher self, you understand that you're here for a bigger purpose. You're going to give up some things. You're going to give up friends. You're going to give up habits. You're going to give up things. Relationships. It's gonna, and even if you don't give it up consciously, let me tell you something, it's going to be taken away from you. I got a lot of stories about that. It's going to be taken away from you because ultimately the universe has something much bigger for you in store. And if you even had a second doubt about it, like, should I keep this in my life? Shouldn't I keep this? If you keep going back and forth, I know I shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't. Something big is going to happen and it's going to be like, boom, and it's going to take it away. And it may not be pretty because you should have made the decision yourself. But if you didn't, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And when it happens, you may not be ready for it. And I'm telling you guys, I'm speaking like a roundabout. I'm speaking from experience. One day I'm going to like literally tell you everything I've been through. I'm actually writing a book, but it's going to happen like this, bam. And you're going to be like, whoa. And you're going to have no choice but to give that thing up. No choice. And then you're going to see how beautiful the other side is. Sometimes we have to be forced. We have to be forced. Like when a child is riding a bicycle And you know, maybe you back there holding the bike, and you're like pedal, 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 right? And then they pedaling, and then they wobbly or whatever, they wobbly. Then you take your hands off of them, and then they wobbly, and then you put your hands back on. So you know, you may run up to catch them a little bit, right? So you're holding them, you're holding them. I've had experience. I've taught, I mean, I think 3 of my kids how to ride a bike, and I think one just got on and started riding. I think my son just got on and started riding. I don't think nobody ever taught him. But yeah, and so then all of a sudden, right? And then they fall, right? They're gonna fall. And then they're gonna be like, I don't want to ever get on, I don't want to ever get on. Then they're gonna get back on. You convince them to get back on. Then you hold the bike, but guess what? This time you let go. And then and then they start riding off into the sunset. They don't even know that you let go, right? That's what's gonna happen. So the first time, it's gonna be bam, they're gonna fall, they're gonna hit a tree, right? That's gonna happen to you. And I hate to say it, unless you make your conscious decisions, right? Because why did they hit a tree? Why did you fall? Why? It was because of fear. It was because of fear. It was because of fear. But when the time came and you hit the bricks, right? But you got back up, the child got back up, then they started riding, and they think that you're holding the back, and you're not holding it anymore. They're gone. You are a block away, and they're all the way down there. Now they may fall again when they realize, hey, I thought you were holding the back. And like, no, I haven't been holding the back for 5 minutes. But this is what happens. So you got to give up the habits, okay? You got to give up anything that's not serving you, anything that's holding you back is going to come at you regardless. So either you make the decision on your own, or it's going to happen for you. And you make that choice. And the 10th and final thing, we made it to the end, is look for mentors, guys. You got to have a mentor. You got to have somebody that's going to help show you the way. Whatever it is that you're into, whether it's health and fitness, whether it's your business, whether it's your relationship, whatever aspect of your life, you have to have a mentor. Because without a mentor, guess what? You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. If you don't have a mentor, guess what? You're going to keep repeating the same things over and over and over again. Even when you became free from that thing, you're going to go back to it because you don't have anybody showing you, all right, this is how you stay on track now. You got this out your life, check. You did this, check, 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 all the check marks, right? But if you don't have somebody literally there in front of you, even if I'm going to say it's a dead person. I hate to say it like that, but even if somebody who's deceased, right? There's so many different types of mentors. I read lots of books. I watch lots of videos. Of course, I have personal mentors, right? But the thing about it is when I can't reach my personal mentor, guess what? I'm diving into a book. I'm listening to a video, and I always get something out of it. You want to pick up something that is going to edify you, and it's going to help you on your journey. You got to have mentors. You have to. Otherwise, you are going to find it. You are going to feel like you are in this thing alone. This thing called life, this thing called business, whatever it is, just whatever journey you're on. You have to have a mentor. Multiple, on some level, in some aspect of your life. Maybe you have 3 different things in your life that you're trying to improve. You're probably going to need 3 different mentors that are specific in that specific area. If that makes sense. But you have to have somebody that's going to speak life into you, that's going to tell you it's okay and give you some golden nuggets that's going to help you on this journey. Because otherwise, you're going to fall victim to the naysayers, to, the negative nillies. You're going to fall victim to that because there's a lot of them out there. I think there's more negative people out there than there are positive. And if you don't have anybody in your life that's helping you, encouraging you, motivating you, inspiring you, you are going to feel lost. And it's so easy to get caught up in the things that don't serve us. Because why? Life is hard, right? Life is hard. So when life comes at you, what do you do? What do you do? How do you cope? That's where your mentor comes into play. How do you cope? But then again, you have to be disciplined to even reach out to your mentor. Very, very important. Very important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me just read the comments. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. Let me know if those 10 things to motivate you. I may write these things down. And if you're not in my I may just put them on Facebook, on my Facebook wall. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, you can meet me on Danielle K. Howell 1 at facebook.com. And I think these things were profound. I think they were profound, and I'm glad that I was able to find these different pointers, because I believe that everybody needs somebody to just come into their life every once in a while to share some nuggets. Hello, Metin Gotchman 24. So just let me know if you like this. Let me just read the comments. Self-image ties into this, how we feel. Yep, freedom. Yep, everybody wants freedom. When you said get up and say this is my day, it triggered me. Awesome, yes. So that's a beautiful thing to say. Oh, you worked at the post office too? Oh, funny, cool. I only blame myself, never anyone else. Awesome, Patricia, awesome. You're welcome, Chris Static. I hope that you enjoyed this. It's all about the mindset. Yep, it is, it is, it is, it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We meet who we are. So I am a success like you. Absolutely, absolutely. I am successful. I am abundant. I don't have my affirmation. Maybe next time I'll come on here, YouTube, and talk about. I think I'm gonna start coming here live on YouTube and Instagram, maybe once a week, and do these live sessions for you guys. You know, I go on Facebook a lot, but you know, it's time for me to kind of branch out. You know, branch out and do something for my YouTube community and my Instagram community, as well as my Facebook community. So I want to just share my experiences, my knowledge, my skills as much as I can with each platform. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Yes, they did motivate me. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. We become what we think about. Absolutely. Negative Nillies. You like that one? Word, DJ Swab says. I know that feeling so well. Yep, I know what you mean. Takes a lot of self-evaluation to see what doesn't serve you. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Self-evaluation is the key. And the more time you spend with yourself, the better you'll get to know yourself. You'll know your likes, your dislikes, what serves you, what doesn't serve you, what you need to keep, what you need to get rid of. You know, spending time alone, right? Spending time alone. And that goes back to that self-love. A lot of people don't like to spend time alone. I used to have that problem. I didn't like to be alone. But then again, there's the universe. Boom, boom, forced me to be alone. And this has been the most profound thing I've ever experienced. In my whole life, I've never been alone. I've never had a chance to really figure out who I wanted, who I was, and what I wanted, and what I came here to do. I was always subscribing to other people's agendas. Always, always, always. I always had to take care of everybody else. And now I take care of myself and my children, and that's it. Oh, and my doggy. And that's it. And it's been rewarding. It's been eye-opening. It's been an experience that I can't even put into words. I've had profound experiences by being by myself, profound experiences. And it's been something. It's been something to detail. Like I said, I'm writing a book. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I'm gonna put all this stuff in my book. My last year and a half has been very profound. Just put it that way. I mean, I've had profound experiences in my life, all my life, but the last year and a half where I've literally been on my own and, you know, seen myself. And now I know, you know, what I'm willing to accept, what I'm willing to tolerate, you know, who I am, you know, in God and as a woman. It's just been amazing. It's been incredible. So, yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm joyful. And I'm thankful. And I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you sticking out here. I know we've been here for like almost an hour. Thank you so much, guys. I really, really, truly appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope that that you all enjoyed this. If you want to know more about my Facebook, please, if you're on YouTube, please like this video. With YouTube now, YouTube has changed their algorithm. So, you know, the more likes I get, the better. It'll help my channel. I'm really trying to grow this channel so that I can, you know, get my message out to more people. So please just hit the like button, please. And if you're not subscribed, please just subscribe to my channel. If you haven't watched my webinar on Facebook, you know, how to make $100 to $900 a day, that's there as well in the description below. You can click on that link. I'll put the link here in Instagram for you guys. But I appreciate you all. I'm going to log off now. Hope you have a wonderful, yes, please hit the like button, guys. Please, please, please. Hope you all have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you guys then for the next show. Alrighty, I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.